Hello, everyone, and welcome to Speak Slow English. My name is Mitchell, and I'm really happy you are here today. This podcast is for beginners and intermediate English learners. I speak slowly, clearly, and naturally, so you can relax, listen, and learn English step by step. Today, I want to talk about a very common problem. Maybe this problem feels very familiar to you. You listen to English every day. You listen to English songs. You listen to podcasts. You watch videos, movies, or YouTube in English. But still, when you want to speak, you feel stuck. Your mind feels empty. Your words feel slow. You don't feel confident. And you start to think, what is wrong with me? You might think, I listen so much, but I still cannot speak well. Let me tell you something important. The problem is not what you listen to. The problem is how you listen. This is a very important idea. So today, let's talk about how to listen in a better way, a way that really helps you speak English with confidence. First, let me say this clearly. Listening is very important for learning English. Listening helps your brain understand sounds, words, and rhythm. So if you are listening every day, that is already good. You are doing something right. But listening alone is not enough. Passive listening does not create strong speaking skills. What is passive listening? Passive listening is when English is just playing in the background. Maybe you are cooking. Maybe you are scrolling on your phone. Maybe you are tired and just letting the sound play. Your ears hear English, but your brain is not working deeply. You are not connecting the sounds to meaning. You are not noticing how sentences are built. You are not using the language. This kind of listening feels comfortable, it feels easy, but it does not change your speaking very much. Now, let me explain something very important. Your brain learns language through attention and action, not just sound. When you listen without attention, your brain stays lazy. It says, okay, I hear noise, but I don't need to do anything. But when you listen with purpose, your brain wakes up. It starts to notice patterns. It starts to remember phrases. It starts to prepare you for speaking. So let's talk about better listening, listening that helps you speak. First, let me say this clearly. Slow down your listening. Many learners think listening means listening to a lot very fast. More hours, more videos, more podcasts. But slower listening is often better than more listening. When you listen, choose something simple. Choose something you mostly understand, not something that is too difficult. If you understand almost nothing, your brain gives up. If you understand everything, your brain gets bored. The best level is somewhere in the middle. You understand the general idea, but some parts are new. Now, when you listen, don't just let it pass. Stop sometimes. Ask yourself simple questions in your head. What is the speaker talking about? What is one sentence I remember? What is one new word or phrase? You don't need to write it down every time. Just think about it. This small action changes passive listening into active listening. Now, let me explain something very important: listening and repeating. Many learners feel shy about repeating. They think, this is for children, or this feels silly. But repeating is one of the strongest tools for speaking. When you repeat, your mouth learns English, not just your brain. Your mouth needs practice. Your tongue needs practice. Your voice needs practice. When you listen to a short sentence, pause the audio, then repeat the sentence out loud. Try to copy the rhythm, try to copy the speed, try to copy the feeling. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to try. This is how confidence grows. Confidence does not come from thinking, it comes from doing. Now let's talk about songs. Many people love learning English with songs, and that is great. Songs are fun. Songs help with pronunciation. Songs help you remember phrases. But songs can also be tricky. Singers don't always speak clearly. Grammar in songs is sometimes strange. So how should you listen to songs? First, don't just listen for enjoyment. Listen once for fun, yes, but then listen again with attention. Try to understand the meaning. Try to notice one or two lines you like. Say those lines out loud. And here is something very important. Don't try to understand every word in a song. That is not the goal. The goal is to feel English, to feel the emotion, to remember natural phrases. Now let's talk about podcasts and videos. These are amazing tools, but only if you use them well. When you listen to a podcast, don't listen like a radio. Listen like a student. Choose short episodes. 10 minutes is better than 1 hour. Listen once without stopping. Just enjoy it. Just understand the main idea. Then listen again, this time slow down. Pause sometimes. Repeat sentences you like. You can even speak with the speaker. Yes, speak with them. When they ask a question, answer it out loud. When they make a statement, agree or disagree out loud. This may feel strange at first, but this is how you train your speaking muscles. Now, let me tell you a big secret. Speaking confidence does not come from knowing more words. It comes from using the words you already know. Many learners wait. They say, "When my English is better, then I will speak." But English does not get better by waiting. It gets better by speaking badly first. Listening should prepare you to speak, not replace speaking. So when you listen, always think, how can I use this? Maybe you hear a simple phrase like, "That makes sense." Great, use it today. Say it out loud. Say it in your room. Say it in your head. This is how listening turns into speaking. Another common problem is fear. Fear blocks speaking. You may understand English, you may know the words, but fear stops your voice. Listening alone feels safe. Speaking feels risky. But remember this, no one speaks perfectly, not even native speakers. Making mistakes is not a failure. It is practice. When you listen, listen to learn, not to judge yourself. Don't compare yourself to the speaker. The speaker has years of practice. You are on your own journey, and that is okay. Now let's slow down and imagine something. Imagine you are learning to play music. You only listen to music every day, but you never touch the instrument. Would you become a good musician? Of course not. Language is the same. Listening is like listening to music. Speaking is like playing the instrument. You need both. So from today, I want you to change one small thing, not everything, just one thing. When you listen to English today, choose one sentence you like, just one. Repeat it. Say it slowly, say it clearly. That's it. Small steps create big change. Before we finish, let me say this again. If you listen to English every day but still struggle to speak, you are not broken. You are not bad at English. You just need to change how you listen. Listen with attention. Listen with purpose. Listen with your mouth, not only your ears. And your confidence will grow, slowly, naturally, step by step. Thank you so much for listening to Speak Slow English. My name is Mitchell, and I'm really glad you spent this time with me. If you enjoyed this episode, please like it and subscribe to the channel. It really helps and it means a lot. Keep listening, keep practicing, and remember, slow English is strong English. See you next time.